Well, you survived another week. Thank you for coming and joining me tonight, guys. I appreciate it a whole lot. Been a lot going on. We've all seen that. But every time you think it can't get any worse, it does. Well, we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. Who's first in the house? We got Rebecca. All right. Her and John went on their grand tour last week. Glad you're back with us. Looked like you had fun. I enjoyed the pictures. There were some good ones. Hillbill's in the house. Yeah. Nick L., my man. Oh, let me go on down here and see who we got. Texas Raiders with us. All right. Appreciate it, buddy. It was good talking to you last night, too, over there on Rural's live stream. That was a good live stream he had last night. If you guys are not subscribed to Rural 2 IC, you might want to go over and check him out. He got a lot of good stuff going on over there. Michelle J., Tennessee. Debbie Jones, looking forward to our trip to the range next weekend. Or is it the following weekend? I think it's next weekend. All right. Yeah, we're going to get there, though. That's for sure. Then wanting to go out there and check that range out. And I know it's going to work perfect for what we're going to do. Buzz Runner, appreciate it, pal. Who else we got in the house here? Looks like we got just a few. I hope we got more than what I'm showing on my screen here because my software is showing 0. Lynn Stalker. Lynn Stalker's with us. All right. Susan's back. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gave away some wrenches this week. Some of the folks that was here last week. It was their third time around, so I gave them a wrench. Hope they come back tonight. Kathy C. in the crowd. All right. David T., my man right there. Who else we got down here? Man, it's hard for me to see with those lights right there in my eye. Hollywood. Crystal R. All right.
We'll be doing autographs at the end of the show.
Did I call Tammy Joe? I don't think so. There we go. Hey, Tammy Joe. Wanda's back. Thank you. Appreciate it. Another Tennessean in the house right there. Yeah. Tennessee's representing tonight, guys. Texas Raider. Patriot Ordnance. Man, we got some good folks in here. 4th and goal. Yeah. Oh, who else we got? Let me get out. Here's Greg, my man, right there. Short-lived Saint. Yes, sir. Edith Wallace. All right. And Jeff. Let me tell you something, guys. Got some good news from them today. Edith is doing better. So obviously our prayers are working. So let's keep doing that. Let's pray for Edith and see if we can get her back whole and get her back to 100% because what we're doing is working. So don't give up on it. I'd appreciate it if you'd do that. All right. Who else we got here? Scorpion Metals. Yeah, I hope you got my email. I'm looking for some challenge coins, buddy. Yes, I am. Welcome to the channel. I met up with him over on Rural site and subscribe to his channel today. He got some interesting stuff over there, so you might want to go check that out. If you're on here and you got a wrench and you have a channel, go ahead and post a link to your channel right here in the comment section so everybody can connect with you. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So, of course, we're all going to work together. Rich Perez. All right. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I do. Well, let's go and have some fun. First, I told you last week, I think it was last week, I reached out to Jackery and Opus and 4 Patriots to see if their solar chargers, solar generators and panels are EMP proof. The only one that hit me back was Jackery, and they told me no, their stuff is not EMP proof. So if you do have those generators, make sure you got them covered up with an EMP blanket or you got them in a Faraday cage. But you do need one. I'm going to do a video probably on Saturday with one of the small little generators, 4 of the small little generators. I mean, you guys know I built my own, so I'm going to use that. but you can buy those little small 300-watt generators. I'm going to show you how to use those when you don't have any power and never run out of power. All you got to do is conserve. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's simple. It's amazing what you can do with one of those little generators if you just know how. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably do that, like I said, on Saturday. I'll do that for you guys. But let's get on to the real news, what we all need to worry about today. All right. NASA's afraid China's going to take over the moon. I don't know about you, but I'm really worried about that. I mean, I know all that property I got on the moon is in danger now. Forget about China taking over property here in the United States, especially near our military bases. We got to worry about them taking over the moon. So get on that right now.
Somebody asked, would a shipping container act as a Faraday cage?
It has to be sealed up completely. I mean, it really has to be sealed up. All the cracks. Looks like that was Susan. Thank you, Susan. Every little crack in that thing has to be sealed up. A lot of people are using trash cans, the old metal trash cans for Faraday cages. But a lot of times that won't work because where the handles, the rivets that go into the sides for the handles, you have to seal that up. And where you push the top down, you got that seam around the top. You also have to seal that up. If you get some of that aluminum, it looks like aluminum tape, that it's ductwork tape is what it is. And you seal up all of those cracks, then it'll work. But just popping the lid on it, no, that's not going to work. So hopefully that'll help somebody out there. All right. UCCV Farmer, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do. There's Swackhammer, my man. Wants to say good evening to everybody. But here's another one. Now, we got a timeline on this one. It's not like the moon. We don't know when China's going to take over the moon. But we got a timeline on this one. The UN is saying we only have 2 years left to save the world. You have to stop driving your internal combustion engine vehicles. You have to stop using your gas stoves. You have to stop using your air conditioners. You have to stop eating red meat. And there was a couple other things in this article that I thought was very entertaining.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But we got to do that within 2 years or the world's over. So if you guys are depending on me, you're pretty much screwed. Because I ain't stopping none of that. I don't give a damn what they say. Yeah. I'm going to keep eating my steaks and my hamburgers, keep driving my Jeep Gladiator. And when it gets cold, I like it nice and warm. And when it's hot, I like it nice and cool. Don't have a gas stove. Wish I did. Gas stoves work so much better than electric stoves. But if I had one, I damn sure wouldn't stop using that either. So that, the UN can just, what they can do as far as I'm concerned. We're all just going to die if you're counting on me. It's that simple. I ain't stopping none of that. But we got some great news out of the White House. Joe has finally confirmed that he's not going to refill the strategic oil reserve. Right now, it's at 40% of the level it was when he took over. But he says it's too expensive to fill it up. America don't really need it. So he ain't going to fill it back up. It's that simple. Tucker being foolish over there. Tucker's making a fool of himself. But hopefully he'll calm down. She's trying to straighten him up in there. What else we got going on here? Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Now, this is real. This ain't no foolishness here. BRICS has announced that they are going to continue to buy gold in massive amounts to build their central bank, which is not good for the United States dollar. Let's see where gold is right now. Gold is down $2.10 for the day. Silver is down 7 cents. The dollar is up 1 penny on the world market. But something happened the other day. It was Tuesday when I made this little snippet not that one. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. That one right there. Like I keep telling you guys, hey, Katie, I keep telling you guys, when you see red numbers on these 4 economic indicators, that means they're juggling the numbers. And the longer they do that, the more likely it is you'll wake up one morning and you'll have, $8 a gallon gas, $10 a pound hamburger meat. They keep suppressing those prices. A gallon of milk's going to be like $6, $7. The longer they keep suppressing those prices, it's going to get to a point one day where they can't do it anymore. And the way this administration is handling things, they're going to keep doing it until they absolutely can't. And then it's going to be like a balloon. You blow too much air in. It's just going to pop. Speaking of that, I think I have something there I wanted to talk about on that. Yeah, the financial expert, Robert Kiyosaki, I think is how you pronounce his name. He predicted the recession in 2008 perfectly. He's predicted every major market trend. For the last 15 years, he's predicted them right. And he's saying now that the bubble is just going to bust this year. So we have to hope he's wrong for once. But I don't know, all I do is, watch those economic indicators that I like. I think they're pretty good. The housing market is crap. We know that. Interest rates are through the roof. There's no way young people nowadays, very, very few of them can even buy a house. And they don't see it actually in their future anywhere. And that's sad. Because I know when I was growing up, I know when probably most of you guys were growing up, that was what we wanted. We wanted to be able to own our own home, own a nice car. But these young people now, they don't even see it in their future the way things are going. And I'm afraid it's at the point where they're not going to be able to turn it around. I think we passed that a long time ago. It's just gotten to where it's all going to have to fall down before we can get it back right. It's beyond repair. I don't see us electing any officials unless we just do an absolute sweep of Congress. Get them all out of there. There might be a half a dozen up there worth keeping. But the rest of them need to go because they're not working in our best interest. They're working in the best interest of other countries above the United States. And that's what's killing us, folks. They don't care. They're trying to bleed this system. If you watch Travis over on the Prepared Homestead, he has a theory that they're actively trying to destroy the economy so they can institute digital currency. Looks like that's what they're doing. I don't know if they are or not. But if they're not, then they're making major, major, major mistakes because that's exactly where we're going. They're going to crash the dollar. We're going to have to do something different. And it's going to create a lot of hardships when that happens. So hopefully you're ready for it. If you remember last week, we talked about how Congress they didn't pass that bill where they could spy on Americans without getting a warrant, the FISA thing. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, guys. Well, they rewrote a couple of passages in it, sent it through again, went through with flying colors, and old Muttonhead president we got, he signed it on Saturday. It's official. So still, not again, but still, they can spy on you, listen to your phone calls, read your emails. They can tap into your home security systems and use your video cameras. They can do that. They can do it all without a warrant. And it's absolutely legal. God bless America, right? What happened to the Fourth Amendment? Nope, don't exist anymore. Just like the First Amendment. And they're pushing on the Second Amendment, trying to get rid of that one too. But they're going to push too far one day. You know what's coming. So be ready for it, guys. It's that simple. And right now it's coming at a pace faster than it ever has. So just keep watching, keep doing what you got to do. I think I have the most intelligent subscribers and group of people right here on this channel, because I monitor other channels and see what people do there, what they say. I have no doubt you guys are the top. You're ready to go. You're open to, trying to do things to improve what you have to do every day to get ready for tomorrow. Great bunch of folks. Thank goodness you're here. I do appreciate it, guys. All right.
Susan says history shows us that when economies crashing, governments start a war.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
They know they have to start a war to try to generate our economy, get people, put people to work, get the military industrial complex fired up so they can pay people who buy new cars, who buy homes, but they can't do that anymore. It won't work this time because the cost of everything is so high. It's out of reach of people that's making $60,000, $65,000, $70,000 a year. They can't afford to buy a house. That's crazy. We've gotten beyond the point where just generating the economy on, the middle income level is going to boost this country. We're beyond that. It don't work anymore. That's why the stock market's not a good economic indicator anymore. Because people like us that we have money in our 401ks, trying to build a retirement, we're making a little bit on these investments here and there, and that's a good thing. But we're not affecting the market. The people affecting the market are the multimillionaires and the billionaires. That's why the market is not an indicator anymore. They're going to make theirs. When the economy takes a total dump, those people are still going to be rich. Because even you see how these billionaires are building bunkers all over the world. Mark Zuckerberg bought an island so he could build a multi-billion-dollar bunker in Hawaii. All these rich people are doing it. Bill Gates is doing it. Mark Cuban, he usually flies under the radar on these things, but it got out a few months ago that, yeah, he's done it. They're not worried about the economy. They got their money. And when money goes to hell, they got their gold, they got their silver, they got their bunker, their food. They got everything they need to survive. So they don't care. That's the people that make the economy go. People with money like that. It's not us, guys, not anymore. The middle class is getting smaller. The lower class is growing in leaps and bounds. The upper class is growing this much. According to the lower class, that much. It can't keep going this way. It's got to collapse. Ain't no doubt about it. Get what you need to defend yourself and defend what you will have then. All right, then. Let me get on by that. What I want to come here tonight actually to talk to you about is we see all this mess going on all over the country with these pro-Palestinian protests and how our government is doing nothing about it. Joe Biden's trying to play both sides of the fence because it's going to cost him votes either way he goes. But he's leaning more towards protecting Hamas than he is the people of Israel. That's plain as day. And he's doing that for one reason, because he's afraid to lose the state of Michigan. They have stuffed so many Muslims up there. He knows he has to win that state to win the election. No, they're not all legal. They're not all registered to vote. But guess what? In that Democratic administration running the state of Michigan, those people are going to vote. He knows it. Everybody knows it. And he's got to get them to vote for him, or he's going to lose Michigan. So he can't just come out and back Israel. If he does, that state is gone. That's why he's playing it the way he's playing it. But if you're familiar with your Bible, you'll remember this right here. The whole world will turn against Israel in the end times. Never in the history of the nation of Israel has the United States turned its back on them like this administration is doing now. He's openly telling them, stop this war. Create a two-state compromise. Give up your land. No, that ain't happening. If it was up to me, I tell you what I think the Israelites should do. That West Bank, gone. Run them out of there. Gaza Strip, gone. Run them out of there. They've given up enough of their land. They don't need to be given up anymore. And this administration don't need to be trying to put the pressure on them to do it. They don't need to put the pressure on them to stop trying to vanquish their enemies. And we all know there's not going to be peace over there, ever, as long as those two are there together. Hope you guys read that. That's why I left it up there. So, you got two things you need to do, guys, before all this goes down. It's coming fast. Two things. First one is, that's the easy one. All those people you've told them, get ready for what's coming. It's going to be bad. And they laughed at you. They think you're some kind of conspiracy theorist or an idiot. One more time. Tell them one more time. Because you are your brother's keeper. That's throughout the Bible. I know you've done it once. I've done it. People in my family think I'm crazy. That's all right. If things do go bad, they'll know I'm not crazy. But even if they don't in my lifetime, I was ready for it just in case. So let them think I'm crazy. Now, there's one more thing you need to do. Some of you might not like this because I don't get religious very often. But listen to me, folks. It's coming fast. Get your heart right. Get your heart right with God. Make sure you get your heart right. Don't think of it as something religious that you need to do. Think of it as a personal relationship with somebody that loves you. If you do that, it's easy. I'm not saying it's going to be all, cream and marshmallows. It's not going to be hard, because if it goes down like we see in these dystopian movies where all the religious groups are hunted down and, they're tortured, killed, whatever. Yeah, that might happen, but I don't think it will happen. And even if it does, and your heart is right, you got nothing to worry about. In the end, you're going to win. All right? The ending to that book has already been written. And it was given to you by the greatest person that ever lived on this planet. The only perfect person. So you might try to connect with that guy if you haven't yet. Get on a personal basis. It'll be good for you, I promise you. I love where I am. Let me tell you something, guys. About to get real here now, all right? We all know the story of Job. I lived it. I did. I lived it. I went through it. And the good thing was, I knew why I was going through what I was going through. I had nothing. I was on the street. Lived in the back of a pickup truck. I did have a pickup truck. Slept in the back of a pickup truck in the streets for a few nights. I knew I had a penance to pay because of the things I did when I was younger. And it was tough, guys. Lasted years. But I was willing to go through it. I had times when I didn't know if I could take one more step. Just ask the man, give me that step. He did. Yeah, the man. God's not a woman. Jesus said God was his father. Got to believe Jesus, okay? But I took that one more step, and then the next step was easier. And it was a process. Took me about 2 years to get through it. But when it was done, I'm better off right now than I was before it started. And I had everything, new cars, a new home, taking vacations, all over the world, going to Vegas and, playing with $10,000, $15,000 every now and then. I lost my way. God said, nope, we're going to get you right. And I'm glad he did. That's what you need to do, guys. Get right before it happens to you. Hopefully none of you have ever gone through that. Hopefully you never will. Just take my advice and get right now before it happens, because he's going to give us all one more chance. And when he gave me that chance, I took it. I'm glad I took it. The proof's sitting right there.
It took him years to call me. Oh my Lord. Must be sitting here 3 years by myself before he called me.
I'm much better off now than I was the day that I lost it, the day before I lost it all. 100 times better. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I got a little preachy. What you got? You got something?
Yeah, well, it's been a while, but Hill Bill asked the best brand for an AK-47.
AK-47. I would go, if you're not going to buy one of those high-priced custom jobs, if you want a good priced, well-built one on a good budget, go with Smith & Wesson M&P AK. You can't beat Smith & Wesson. It's my favorite gun.
There you go. Thank you.
Been shooting them for 100 years. Love every one of them. Got two of them in the safe over there. But let me get out of here. Love you guys. Didn't mean to get preachy, but I'm telling you, to me, it looks like it's speeding up. It's coming quick. And when it happens, you got to be right, guys. You got to be right. Take care of your brothers. Take care of the people you love. Even if they think you're a nut, tell them one more time. I got somebody in my family, I'm not going to call his name, who thinks I'm just straight up a fool because, I'm ready. And he's been fighting with his own wife about getting ready. She's ready. She's wanting to get ready. He's not. He thinks it's crazy.
He'll be glad that she did.
Yeah, she finally went out and bought her a nice big, solar generator. And this spring, when them tornadoes start dropping in, knocking the lights out again, he'll be glad she got it. But I'm going to get out of here. Love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Yes. All right. Hello, preacher. I don't care. I love it. I do. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I will. But hopefully you'll be here next week. Be on the lookout for those videos I got coming. I got a couple in mind. If you're not subscribed, please do. Give me a thumbs up on this video. I don't say that to you guys very often, but I really wish you would. It would help bump this channel up a little bit. I'm not worried about getting big, guys. I got the best right here with me. That's all that matters to me. Jesus had 12 people. Changed the world.
A great group.
We got the greatest group on YouTube. And I love every one of you. I appreciate it. So stay strong. Keep prepping. And pray for the United States. The Orlando Prepper is out.